University is trying to find ways to prevent those severe infections, and the answer could be inside your medicine cabinet. Our Wrdw was able to speak with one of the researchers who say common vitamins could be key.
In this building, 2 researchers found that vitamin C can make a big difference in how your body responds to COVID-19. In fact, in some cases, it's shown to prevent severe infection. Dr. Carlos Isales and Dr. Fuzile usually research aging, but they found many COVID-19 patients had similar symptoms to those going through what they call accelerated aging. Generally, those people have low levels of vitamin C, which researchers say could explain why older people have a harder time with the virus. So AU says vitamin C can actually help fight it off, whether eating healthier foods or in a pill. It can even help inflammation, just like with the common cold. Dr. Isales suspects vitamin C could help patients experiencing long-lasting COVID symptoms for years to come.
It's okay to use slightly higher doses when you're sick. I would certainly encourage people that if they have symptoms, to start taking some of these supplements because they could be a benefit in that setting.
Now, AU says if you take too much vitamin C, it can be bad for you, so make sure you contact your doctor before adding any health supplements to your diet. And we'll also take a look at how CBD could potentially help with COVID-19 on News 12 at 6 o'clock. Reporting in Augusta, Brady Troutnell on your side.
Information constantly changing, research growing, so interesting new developments. Taking a look outside at Wheeler Road this afternoon, some sunny skies and a hot day, Riley.
Yeah, we are back up to 80 degrees on the thermometer out at Bush Field, so another day back above average, just continuing our tally for the month of October. A little bit of humidity in the air as well, making that heat index just feel a little bit hotter out there for us. But we do have clear skies and expecting to stay dry this evening. A perfect night to head out to the Columbia County Fair. Gates are now open, and all the proceeds from the first 1,400 tickets sold will support Shop with the Deputy. So a great initiative there, and should be perfect weather, just going to be a little bit warm for October standards. Tropical Storm Zeta, so what was Hurricane Zeta, did drop off in strength a little bit last night as it did make landfall over the Yucatan Peninsula. We're still seeing a northwest motion, but a turn towards the northeast is expected by later tomorrow, and that's going to make landfall along the Gulf Coast, unfortunately, a spot that's been hit multiple times this year, and then making a close pass towards us. We'll take a look at our potential impacts in just a little bit.
It is getting down to today, the Pittsburgh community is remembering lives lost in a mass shooting. Today marks the 2nd anniversary of the mass shooting at a synagogue that left 11 people dead. 6 others were hurt, including 4 law enforcement officers, when police say a man opened fire inside the Tree of Life synagogue. It's the deadliest attack on the Jewish community in U.S. history. Robert Bowers is still waiting to be tried for that massacre and other hate crimes. To the West Coast now, where firefighters continue to battle the Silverado fire burning in Southern California. The fire burning in Orange County quadrupled in size yesterday, and that one, along with the Blue Ridge fire, has scorched more than 10,000 acres. More than 100,000 people are under mandatory evac orders right now, and just yesterday, 2 firefighters were critically burned, 2nd and 3rd degree burns all over their bodies. Fire officials say 700 crew members are battling those 2 fires. This was the scene overnight in West Philadelphia as angry protesters took to the streets. Trying to get you that video right here after police shot and killed a black man whose family says had mental health problems. Multiple people were arrested, several officers injured. This is what a neighborhood looked like this morning after officers shot and killed 27-year-old Walter Wallace. His family says he was struggling with mental issues. He was on medication. But today, many who live in the area say they are unhappy about all of it.
This don't make no sense. You know, if you want to go out there and demonstrate. But when you're tearing up your neighborhood, that's not cool, you know what I'm saying?
So much anger and frustration there in Philadelphia. 30 officers were injured in the protest, and police arrested or detained about 30 people. The company Eli Lilly is ending a trial to treat patients hospitalized with COVID. They say the antibody drug was unlikely to help patients recover, but the company says other studies of the drug are still going on, including in people recently diagnosed with the virus, as well as for the prevention of COVID for those in long-term care facilities. This is the aftermath of protests in Italy. People are angry over the lockdown the government has put in place there to help slow down the spread of COVID. Last night, protests over a new round of coronavirus restrictions turned violent. You can see the aftermath: broken windows, shops, looted luxury stores, fire set garbage bins set on fire. And in Milan, police tried to restore order with tear gas, and they took dozens in for questioning. Police say dozens of people were injured as well. Some good news for those looking for work. The Help Wanted sign is going up at UPS. The company is gearing up for a major hiring event taking place this Friday, and UPS hopes to hire 50,000 employees on Friday alone as they kick off seasonal hiring. Season's greetings. It is around the corner. Get those shopping lists ready. But the company is holding a virtual job fair. It's calling Brown Friday. You can go to their website to apply. The big office party is unfortunately canceled, and that goes for ours as well. Fewer than a quarter of companies say they are hosting a holiday party this year. That's according to a survey from a job placement firm. Meanwhile, nearly 3 in 4 companies that do a year-end bash will be hosting one virtually. This is a big difference from last year when 76% of employers threw a holiday party. So another one bites the dust. Thank you, 2020. Holidays are looking different. We all know that this year as COVID continues to spike nationwide, but technology just might save the day again. We're going to explain coming up.
And we are keeping a close eye on Zeta. That's going to make a close pass to us here in the CSRA. We'll take a look at it for potential impacts coming up. Who understands that?
Some cities across the country are calling off trick-or-treating this Halloween out of fear of spreading coronavirus. But you can still make the holiday one to remember. Jamie Tucker explains how technology could save Halloween.
For a lot of people, Halloween is their favorite night of the year. But this is one holiday that won't be the same with social distancing. If you have kids, though, here are a few things you can do to make it fun. And you can buy your kids all the candy you want them to have and then let them trick-or-treat virtually. Get some friends together over Facebook Messenger Rooms or Zoom and let them eat their candy and then maybe have a costume reveal party. Give a prize to the best costumes using DoorDash to deliver a pizza to the winner. Parents can all pitch in using Venmo. And what's fun is telling ghost stories over a Zoom call. I'm so scared. And for older children, set up a watch party over Netflix or Amazon Prime Video. And for Netflix, everyone will need to add the Teleparty extension on Chrome. With Amazon Prime, pick the movie, tap Watch Party, and send people that link. No download is needed. You'll be able to chat back and forth during the movie. Teens will enjoy a viral horror movie on TikTok. Lots of users are creating scary shorts. This one, Where Is Everybody?, tells a particularly creepy story, and it's very well done. And many museums and old houses are taking visitors on live streaming ghost tours. You can search for them on eventbrite.com. Some are free, others range in price from $10 to $20. You know, these are not the kind of Halloween mask we would prefer, but using some of these tech tips, you can still make Halloween fun and safe. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
It's not quite the same, but we'll all do what we can. Okay, to the coast now, where Tropical Storm Zeta slammed into Mexico as a hurricane last night. It weakened slightly to a tropical storm, but as Riley says, it's expected to gain strength over the Gulf of Mexico before reaching the U.S. coast tomorrow. Mexico's government said 71 shelters were being prepared for tourists or people who could need them. But Riley, will we see any effects from Storm Zeta where we are?
I think we will. We're likely going to see at least a fairly breezy day on Thursday, and we're likely going to see some rain. But I think most of us should get by with Zeta moving through, and we don't see too much in the way of major impacts. Now, we did see a drop-off in strength just a little bit late last night as it did make landfall across the Yucatan. We're likely going to see it bump up in strength a little bit just before landfall is anticipated by late tonight or late tomorrow night. So we're likely going to see it bump up to a Cat 1 once again, likely maintain that strength at landfall, and then weaken substantially once it's over land and passes by our area. But since it is going to be making a close pass, remember this cone of uncertainty showing you where the center of that storm is expected to go. And since that cone is very narrow, there is good confidence in where we're expecting this storm to go. So since it's going to make a close pass to us, there's going to be that potential for some windy conditions throughout the day on Thursday. Also anticipating some rain, but not necessarily enough to cause too many issues. It looks like most of us max out maybe just under an inch. A lot of us expect to stay under half an inch as well. So we're not really expecting flooding rains from this, but there will be the potential for some stronger storms and also the potential for some windy conditions. Our winds starting early Thursday morning are expected to be sustained between 15 to 25 miles an hour. We're expecting gusts between 30 to 40. which is not necessarily a lot to cause a lot of damage. We're not expecting widespread trees down, everybody losing power. We're not expecting that. There is going to be a very windy day to where you step outside and you're like, this is pretty windy out here. Trees are blowing around and everything like that, but not necessarily enough to bring down a lot of stuff and cause damage. So here's a look at these potential gusts. Maybe some spots getting over 40 miles an hour. Remember, whenever we see strong thunderstorms in the summertime, those severe thunderstorm gusts are up to 60 miles an hour. So we're not really expecting our winds to get as high as that, but they're going to be getting close, and definitely enough to where you're going to notice it on Thursday that it will be much windier than our usual day out there. But by Friday, they do calm down and looking much better for the weekend. We do have the opportunity for a few showers starting late tonight into early Wednesday. This will kind of be the precursor to the main event that rolls through Thursday. But most of your Wednesday does look dry, just kind of cloudy, keeping those temps on the warmer side in the mid-80s, but not huge rain chances Wednesday, just kind of some sporadic little showers out there during the day. Heading into Thursday morning, remember this is when Zeta is going to make its closest pass to us. So this is jumping ahead to 7 a.m. Thursday. There's Zeta right there, keeping that heavier rain threat north of I-85. For us, we're still expecting some showers, maybe even a thunderstorm, but I really think most of us should get by A-OK without too much concern. But it definitely will be getting breezy on Thursday, so don't let that surprise you too much. We clear out Friday, and for our Halloween weekend looking fantastic, waking up in the upper 40s Saturday morning.
All right, thanks, Riley. House decorated from top to bottom to attract families from all over, but we'll tell you who you're going to call after the break.
Dozens of dispatchers.
A freak accident in New York City caught on camera. Take a look at this video. You see the guy right there falls right through the sidewalk. He's waiting on a bus. The sidewalk just collapsed underneath him, and he fell about a dozen feet. The victim's brother says he was trapped down there about half an hour, but is doing okay. The Department of Building says the sidewalk over the building's cellar had been in pretty bad shape. It just gave out, but the owner of the property was ordered to build a fence around that property. Man, talk about having a bad day. This man in Milwaukee, Wisconsin has the best yard in the neighborhood. It is a Ghostbusters theme this year. It's complete with a battle on the roof and the Ghostbusters firehouse. The couple there have been doing different elaborate displays for about 17 years.
They love it, especially all the 80s kids, you know, who have all like young 4- and 5-year-olds of their own. They love it. And most parents that are bringing their kids have made them watch the movie. Or else they watch it when they return home.
Yeah, because the kids these days would be like, what? He says the donations they receive go to a local organization that helps kids in crisis. The home will stay decorated, they say, until November 1st. I'm sure it is a popular stop for all the kids. Riley?
All right, today we actually got all the way up to 81 degrees. Once again, continuing our above average streak. Another look at that 7-day forecast for you just after a short break. If you're stepping out this evening, we are expecting to stay dry and generally clear the next few hours. But heading into the overnight, we are expecting that cloud cover to return. Temperature is going to stay pretty warm and could even see a few showers towards daybreak Wednesday morning. Jumping ahead to that severe weather threat on Thursday, you can see they already have an area to our north and an area to our south that they're kind of honing in on the potential for some severe storms. So us here in the CS area, we're kind of right in the middle, and if I was a betting man, I definitely anticipate them just filling in this gap on Thursday and just doing a low-end severe weather risk across the entire region as that system does move on through. But for tonight, we're just expecting the chance for a few isolated showers. Temperature is going to be muggy, mid-60s. Could even see some patchy fog develop again late tonight. For tomorrow, we do have the chance for a few showers. Definitely not an all-day rain on Wednesday, but just have that umbrella in the back seat just in case a quick shower passes you by. Zeta moves through Thursday, bringing us wind, a few storms, but clearing out, feeling cool for the weekend.
All right, thanks, Riley. A Columbia County bus driver diagnosed with COVID dies, and now questions of safety have risen. We're going to break down what the district is doing after the break on News 12 at 6 o'clock.